Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank up my channel. So I'm going to be doing a reaction to Thor Love and Thunder. But if you've already seen the trailer, there's going to be timestamps just to give my thoughts after the trailer, because that's really more important than me reacting to the trailer itself. But I haven't seen the trailer yet, so we're going to go ahead and react to it, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. Let's do this.
Kids, get your popcorn out. Let me tell you the story of the space Viking, Thor Odinson. He was no ordinary man. He was a god. After saving planet Earth for the 500th time, Thor set off on a new journey. Well, he got in shape. He went from dad bod to god bod. And after all that, he reclaimed his title as the one and only Thor. Oh, spoke too soon. Jane?
The hell? No, he sounded like Yoda.
Ex-girlfriend.
And that helmet looks dumb.
What's it been like 3-4 years?
8 years, 7 months and 6 days, give or take.
Am I sensing feelings?
Got some great visuals though.
You're right.
The only ones who gods care about is themselves.
So this is my vow.
All gods will die.
I was gonna say that was very, very impressive what you did back there.
She's my first bad guy.
Never forget you first.
You are not like the other gods of kill. That's something worth fighting for. Let's see who you are. And take off your disguise. And flick. Oh, you flick too hard, damn it!
Should we help him? Eventually, right?
Well, my wife will love that. Alright, well, why did Thor have that stupid helmet? And sound like he was channeling his inner Yoda.
Jane?
What the hell was that? And they kind of make him look like just a bumbling idiot and making some weird sounds.
Well, you're right. We've lost him.
I feel like this movie's gonna have the same problem I had with Thor Ragnarok. And don't get me wrong, it's a fun, adventurous, entertaining film, but there's a lot of loss in there for Thor. Thor and the audience do not get room to breathe or grieve all that major loss. The film had this 80s tone to it, this 80s sci-fi comedy adventure tone to it. It feels like we're gonna do the same thing here, but get a bit more into the fantasy side. It just feels like with a villain as big as Gore the God Butcher that you'd aim for a more serious tone. I don't think it's gonna hold any weight. It's gonna feel serious at all, just like Thor Ragnarok, and nothing really felt like there was any weight to it. It just get to the next joke. Forget all the dead people that Thor loves. Just get to the next joke. I mean, why it's an entertaining, adventurous film, kind of glossing over some serious things like that, and losing the whole Shakespearean tone as these movies have. Does bet Natalie Portman's back as Jane Foster.
Oh my God.
Was never really fond of her as Jane Foster. I do think that Jane Foster is very important, so yes, she should be back. But to what degree is she back? Because she has Thor's hammer. We've seen her in action, and one scene with the little pieces, the fragments dispersing from the hammer and hitting all the guys. That looked cool, but to what degree is Lady Thor in here? Because we already know they're calling her Mighty Thor, and it's been trending in the MCU to make men look like bumbling buffoons, incompetent idiots, that while the women just get showered with praise, have no faults.
Who's gonna suck my dick? I understood.
And I mean, you're kicking the men in the balls so they can drop to their knees and lift up the women.
Next thing you know, ding dong, you're married, you're pregnant, Greystone.
Much of that is going to occur in this movie. Any at all, still, it looks totally uneven, even if it doesn't go praise the woman, make Thor look dumb, give his movie to the lady, and make him a side character in his own film. Even if it doesn't go that route, this film still feels like it should have a more serious tone due to the villain in it. And there's some odd choices in there. A great color palette, but the Thor helmet, god awful. And whatever he was doing with his voice right there, bad. Also, another thing, while it's funny that Chris Hemsworth gets his clothes ripped off, and I'm sure a lot of women will love that. My wife will probably love it, but the women sitting there, Valkyrie and Lady Thor, Mighty Thor, all this talk about the male gaze, oh, but this kind of stuff, imagine if a woman's clothes were ripped off, some heroine, some female superhero in the MCU, if her clothes are just, she's just standing there, butt ass naked. The rage, the internet would explode, like, just. So it's absolutely hilarious that, even though sexism and all that's a two-way street, it never gets recognized that way. That's why you got things like going on, like the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. But I think this film could be entertaining, but I just, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, awesome. You've also got Gore, the God Butcher. A great cast. Really, really strong visuals there. Color palette. But the MCU has really lost its touch. And they're more concerned with propping women up while putting men down, pushing them to the background. Title characters in the MCU tend to be the leading characters anymore when it comes to the execution of the film or TV show. I'll give this the benefit of the doubt and go see it because Chris Hemsworth as Thor, again, awesome. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me know how excited you are for this, if at all, or if you're just done with this type of stuff. Let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Stay awesome. Rock on. And check out more videos.